And in game one of the Western Conference Final, SGA gets his MVP hardware.
Let's go.
Wemby
certainly
in a run and finished third, but 10-point lead in the fourth quarter. San Antonio, here comes a 13-4 run by OKC. Sun hits another three, and they're up 95-94.
Get off me, little man. Get off me, little man. I love the fact that he's not just standing out there shooting threes like he started his career, man.
SGA ties it at 101, and then Chet Holmgren comes up with a block for Wemby, and we are going to go to overtime.
Okay. Oh my goodness. Look at 1, 2, 3. Castle is a grown man, y'all. If he didn't turn the ball over with 11 times, it would have been, oh my goodness. He's a grown man, too.
So it's 108-105, and then Wemby, with no hesitation, only shot 2 threes on the night. Hit that one. That we're tied at 108.
That was the game winner, in my opinion.
Even though they needed another session of overtime. First double overtime game in the playoffs in the last 5 years.
Sure is magnificent, Dylan Harper.
Oh, he was tremendous with no De'Aaron Fox. And Harper gets the start. He got a 1-point game.
That was the big time. They got a little munchkin on it.
Yeah, that was big time.
Those kids have no munchkin on that kid. No doubt.
Look at that night for Wemby. 41, 24 rebounds, and 3 blocks.
Hey, Shaq, how y'all lose the game? In OT. Oh, that was game 1?
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Oh, that's when AI stepped over Tyronn Lue?
Yeah, that was game 1.
Yeah.
Okay.
Man, I don't know. What were your words to describe what you saw last night?
I mean, Wemby played spectacular. I'm happy for him. Like, you know, he only shot 2 threes. He took advantage of the mismatch. I was surprised that they tried to put your son on him that time. But listen, he played with a lot of heart. He played with a lot of effort. You know, they tried to be physical against him, but it didn't matter. They knocked him down a few times. He kept his poise. I liked the way he played. French clap. His American name is Tim Robinson. He played like Tim Duncan and David Robinson mixed together. I'm happy for the kid. That's your American name, Tim Robinson.
I like that one. Tim Robinson.
Yeah, Tim Robinson came to play last night.
Yeah, and I don't know if, you know, I know the question possibly was asked. It was just the story that I always talked about, Dream. Sitting there while David Robinson got the MVP, and I sat next to Dream, and I'm like, man, you're not upset? And he's like, no, he deserves it. Then when he had like 40 and 20, he comes back and says, I'm going to his house to get my trophy. And so, and then I think the question was asked on Wemby. How did he
hear that
feel?
accent again?
I'm going to his house to get my trophy. So Dream was so honorable. He does not like to talk trash in that way, but Wemby had it something personal. But, you know, we talk about his defensive prowess, and they talk about his block shots and his alters, but it's more than that. It's his makes you change your thought process, because these guys have been bullies, so they might not understand this. It's like if you're going through the bully the hallway and the bully's going to slap you in your head every time. Every now and then you just feel like, do I want to deal with that today? Do I want to? And I don't know. I just got to go around this today. And that's what he makes you think. When you come inside, he changes your thought process to say, I'm not going in there today, because that's why SGA was off, because he can't attack with the same ferocity. Will he figure it out? He's the MVP of the league. He's going to figure out how to attack with ferocity. But if you just look at where Wemby is, forget all of these circles and everything else. Wemby's in the middle. So now I have to think differently. He's coming off the screen. Wemby is here. I can't attack. And it's a different thought process when Mutombo was there, when Mark Eaton was there, and now with Wembanyama there. When he's standing in the paint, you cannot go with this. Here he is. You cannot go with this. You got to do a step back. Now it gets blocked. Can't go with the same ferocity with that.
SGA, 24 points and 12 assists, took 23 shots, Chuck.
I thought that you can't play Hartenstein against Wemby. You got to play Holmgren and Jalen Williams, because he's going to sit back there and play safety. I've said that the whole time. You got to go not as small as they're going, but you got to go somewhat smaller to make Wemby clear him out. But I don't think you can overreact. Wemby was fantastic. But OKC, if he don't hit that three, they win the game. So you can't overreact. As great as he played, it went to double overtime, and OKC did not play great. This notion, I saw a bunch of people on TV today like, oh, it's a Spurs era. I'm like, it's one game, fool. They had to win. This guy played like Shaquille O'Neal, and they won in double overtime. Like I say, if he missed that three,
yeah, it's a different story.
It's a different story. But he did make it. But this notion that like, yo, man, OKC was right there in double overtime, and he played spectacular.
Well, De'Aaron Fox did not play for San Antonio. Mitch Johnson says he doesn't know if Fox will be available for game 2.
Oh, that's the MJ thing right there. That's the MJ chair from the guys there.
And I took it personally. Yeah. Alex Caruso, by the way, 31 points. That was a postseason career high. The previous had been 20. And his high in this postseason was 14. He goes for 31, knocks down 8.
Palm sweaty, mom spaghetti, and the Spurs were able to pull it out. Michael C. Wright, he had a front row seat for this one. What are the Spurs saying? It's a day after, and you're seeing a historic performance like that. Are they back down to earth? Are they focused again? What's the conversation around the team?
No, they were reflective of Victor Wembanyama's monstrous Game 1 performance because all those guys, they sat on the bench with Victor, and Victor took it personal. They were all mad. Everybody's, the crowd's going crazy, and they're in Papa Smurf blue. That's what it looked like out there. But the crowd's going crazy. Vic is kind of getting more and more angry about it, and the rest of the team is too, because all of those guys believe that Victor Wembanyama is the best player in the entire world, and they're like he should be the MVP. And so they took it just as personally as Vic did, and they wanted to do everything they could to help their teammate really make a statement in Game 1. So the Spurs believe they made a statement in Game 1. But after the game, Keldon Johnson, the sixth man of the year, he told me, look, man, we respect Oklahoma City. But at the same time, this is not a situation where we're coming here to try to sneak one in Game 1. No, we are coming to win this whole thing. So the Spurs are very confident. They're hoping that confidence carries forward into Game 2.
Well, and a huge part of that is going to be the status of De'Aaron Fox moving forward in this series. Certainly something to keep an eye on. Michael C. Wright, we appreciate the time. Thank you very much. Here it is again. Victor Wembanyama. Let's take one more look at his box score against the defending champs. This doesn't even look real. 41 points.
Video game stats.
24 blocks.
Come on.
24 rebounds.
That's what it felt like out there.
3 blocks here.
I'm still reacting to Trump saying, get the baby out the street.
Well, you know what a stat line like this calls for? I think it calls for a little tower of power.
Oh, a little reflection.
That sounds like a job for Wendy's
Tower of power.
Oh, that's interesting. I'm palming the ball. Number 5, 4, 3, 2. Number 1.
I say it in a voice. Tower of power.
Tower of Power. Starring Brian Windhorst.
All you, Brian.
All right, now look. This is the top performances in conference finals history.
Okay.
And before you jump on me, I took into account where it was in the series, okay? The later in the series, the more important.
Starting with excuses, this is going to be good.
Having said that, Game 1, Victor Wembanyama. Victor Wembanyama, it was a Game 1, but my God, what a game. 24 points, we've been talking about, 41 points, 24 rebounds. I don't know if you've seen this yet today. He makes it. It went in. As the Thunder Radio Network said, it went in. Absolutely tremendous, tour de force. Is that French? That was absolutely a powerhouse. It makes the top 5. Okay, number 4. Jump, you're going to want to pay attention to this one.
Sure.
Michael Jordan.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
When they're going for their first three-peat, they got behind 2-0 to the Knicks. He comes back to Chicago. He didn't have home court. Game 4. How about 54? Ooh. 54 to even the series. Mm-hmm. Look, there weren't a whole lot of series that Jordan played that were super close. This was one of them. They came from 2 back. Jordan turned the series around. Yeah, you needed a timeout, Pat. All right, number 3. This was one of the most memorable games I ever attended. The 48 special in Detroit, 2007. LeBron James, Game 5, double overtime. You may recall he scored 29. Oh, how about that cheat?
28?
How about cheat? Cheat couldn't do anything late in the game. I'll tell you that right now. Neither could Jason Maxiell. LeBron was incredible in this game. 48 points, 29 of the last 30. It was 2-2. They win Game 5. In Game 6, they go to the Cavs. First ever NBA Finals. Number 2, Game 7, Charles Barkley, 1993 against Seattle. How about 44 points, 24 4 rebounds in this game. He also had an incredible Game 5, but it was Game 7 on the line, 44-24 in a closeout situation. Yeah, hug him up, man. All right, number 1 game of LeBron James' career was then, is now, 2012 in TD Garden, 45 points. But you know what? It was really about, I forgot, he kept doing that. This is actually 2007. But you know, I'm going to tell you what happened in 2012. 2012, LeBron scored 45, went down 3-2, Game 6 in Boston. But it was the first half, guys. He scored 30 in the first half of that game. He ended it in the first half. Closeout, elimination game in Boston, end in the first half, changed the course of his entire career.
But considering all of the games that are on your list and the weight that you put in Game 5s, Game 6s, Game 7s, the fact that Victor's falls number 5 all time on your list is saying something.
I'm just going to say, let's see what happens in the rest of this series. Let's see what happens potentially in the next series, but it could be reevaluated if it ends up being super pivotal.
It could be reevaluated. That just goes to show you how incredible last night was, and I'm hoping that we're going to get at some sort of encore tonight in